What's up, guys? So this is a really interesting match. This was against Electromagnet Warriors, and normally I would not say I have any respect for this deck. I think even when I saw him playing, I was like, oh, this will be a quick 2-0. But I'm telling you now, it may not seem like it, but I actually struggled to get a win out, and part of it is down to my own errors and not understanding his deck very well. But part of it is actually just because the deck is a lot more effective at its game plan. It's a simple but effective game plan of kind of the Gorgonic Guardian negates and stuff, and then just kind of spamming materials out for your big ass Electromagnet Warriors. So yeah, it was actually an interesting game. He definitely did a lot better, and I have a little bit more respect. It's not like a meta deck or anything, but I definitely learned to have respect for both an effectively built deck and an effectively piloted deck. I think that was really it. His deck might have been worse than mine in terms of the meta, but he piloted his deck way better than I piloted mine, and he built his deck better than I built mine, which allowed it to close him to almost beat me. But unfortunately, again, because my deck's just the stronger deck, it did give me a pretty huge advantage. But yeah, I really did fight for this win. It was really interesting. So as you can see, obviously he's got his Electromagnet Warrior. I did brick on the 2 gams as well, which is quite horrible. But then I do manage to kind of get some cards out on the field. And one of the frustrating things is obviously Virtual World has, if they're destroying, it's a lot of destructive removal. It's a lot of battle phase running over things, or popping things with your synchros and stuff, which is a bit frustrating obviously against his deck, because as you can see, everything's just floating into each other. And I don't have a lot of hard negates outside like my ashes and stuff to stop him just bringing those disgusting monsters out when I destroy something, which is a bit frustrating. So as you can see here, he gets his massive monster out, and now I'm in trouble, because one of the things about Virtual World, obviously, like I've said before, is they struggle to beat over big monsters, and he's got a 4,000 monster. I think it's also unaffected by something. Well, not unaffected, but it does have a negate as well, which makes it a bit frustrating to deal with. So my game plan here really is stall with Shenshin until I can bring something big out like Crystal Wings or something like that can beat over it, which is going to take a while. But luckily enough, again, it's just the Virtual World strength here. I can just keep kind of looping my cards with that and then going for it. Now, unfortunately, I ended up losing game 1 as a result, because he did manage to bring a 4 Mat Zeus. And here's when I really realized, okay, I need to respect his deck. I need to actually look at what the cards are doing. And so I go for the game plan of denying him getting to that. That's my game plan now. Put Shenshin on the board because I know it stalls his cards a lot, and then try and deny him even getting to that big boss monsters, because the ability to just negate for free every single turn is frustrating. Now, he does go for Nibiru here, unfortunately, but I did manage to get the Crystal Wing out first, which is just huge for me, and then I just managed to get a lot of value out of this line of play. Now, unfortunately, I did try and normal summon Tice by accident, but even just having a Crystal Wing is a nice card against him, and I do have the Ash in hand, which is a bit of a problem. Now, he tries to use the wind-ups and mains, unfortunately gets negated, and so he knows he's just going to get OTK next turn and surrenders. So we go into game 3. Game 3, I really need to do a showing. If I lost to this deck, it'd be the most embarrassing thing ever. But yeah, this is why I'm actually putting this up as well. I like when people have non-meta decks like this and they pilot it well, because it does teach me a lot. It teaches me a lot. I don't know if it'll teach you guys a lot, but it teaches me a lot about how to play the game in the kind of way, things I should be focusing on. But yeah, standard Virtual World combo here. My goal, my first term combo a lot of time is going to be to try and get that Sulkin out. He does negate it, but I open the absolute nuts with Lao Lao in hand, and I dump to Janwu, so that just gives me just so much advantage, and then I draw pretty well as well, which is nice. So now he does manage to get a couple of loops going, which is a bit irritating, but unfortunately I just decided not to attack his monster. He thought I was going to attack his monster, but I was just like, why would I attack it? And so it ends up being a pretty quick win for me, because I just refuse to attack his monsters, and then they're going to get banished off the Crocosaur, which is just going to mean that he's not going to get the loops, which means he gets OTK the next turn. So yeah, good game, and definitely an interesting deck.